20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them buckets. Cause we coming for the check. We don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
First carry for Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They're just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Mayfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Please. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. This fielded at the 2. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Wentz going to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 19.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He finds Taylor. Complete. And the ball is knocked out. And the Eagles have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has...
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We've got 6-6, bullet hard. Big time, Scott.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Mayfield off the play fake. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, and the Eagles defense able to hold. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that we don't have a chance to win this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mayfield now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here first and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing is Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point safely through. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Mayfield on play action. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Buying time to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mayfield looking deep downfield, and that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Fletcher Cox able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on it for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz being chased out left. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. As Sanders has it poked free. And I think the Browns got it. They did. So the Defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Set. 180.
53's the mic. Yeah. You don't want none.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Barthema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hurry, hurry. Watch the whip.
Mike's 54.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Recon, 130.
Now Wentz. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Landry now on the return. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another run here with Sanders. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it.
It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They're going to need some therapy.
2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Eagles,
big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a